Victoria Day weekend victory for the Raptors, much needed, alongside Jack Armstrong, Sam Mitchell, Leo Rautins. A week ago, we were on this very court. We were talking about the Kawhi game. The shot will live forever. This one was known as the insane game. Double overtime. It had everything, Jack.
The last two games in this building have been classics, Sam. I mean, it's been such a joy to watch. And the Raptors tonight, if I had to have one word for word association, it would be resiliency. I mean, they just gutted it out. They were just sensational in their will to win, a game they had to win. And, you know, you get a guy like Kyle Lowry and Norm Powell go out of the game with fouls, and you find a way to gut out a win. That was awesome.
Well, this is classic playoff basketball. When you get to the Eastern Conference Finals at this time of year, everyone's tired, but you know each other. Milwaukee knows everything the Raptors trying to do. Raptors knows everything Milwaukee's trying to do. It's about, hey man, being solid in your principles, understanding who you are, and executing your offense and defense.
Hey, coming into this game, I said physicality and more physicality. And guess what the Raptors brought? More and more physicality. And that's not, we didn't see that earlier, but that was allowed. They played together. They overcame obstacles. Guys were missing shots, kept playing. And that's how you win a series. You got to grind it out.
And their defense on Giannis was off the charts. And Kawhi Leonard, when you talk about the feature guy for Toronto tonight, Rod, I mean, he was just off the charts in terms of his will to win. A big steal, offensive rebounds, huge buckets down the stretch. I mean, he rises to the occasion.
But what we came to see was Kawhi and Giannis go head to head. And we saw that tonight. When Kawhi Leonard stepped out on that floor and he told
and his defense.
Giannis, absolutely, defensively, and you look Giannis in the eye and say, hey, it's you and I tonight, big fella. And that's what you want in the playoffs. That's what everyone is craving for. And Kawhi Leonard, to go out and guard Giannis and contain him the way he did, and then go out and put up 30-plus points the way he did and take over the game in overtime was just, hey, man, again, I'm going to say this. He may be the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, and look at the help he got. How many times you see him on Giannis and who was there behind him? You had Gasol or you had Siakam or Ibaka giving that extra help. But unlike the other games, they didn't overhelp on Giannis. Mm-hmm. They trusted Kawhi or they trusted whoever was on him. And if you're going to give up a 2 to Giannis, okay, but you're not giving up threes all over the floor.
And Giannis turned it over 8 times, and he only had 3 offensive rebounds. I thought the Raptors did a good job defending the 3 tonight, rebounding the ball with aggressiveness. And again, I mean, offensively, Pascal Siakam, Marc Gasol, Norm Powell.
Yeah, redemption for a lot of these players.
Those guys were excellent.
You know, you think about Pascal Siakam, some of the spin moves. You think about the shots that he made. You think about the 2 free throws he missed, Sam.
Yeah.
Young players still able to come back and make a huge block in extra time.
Well, when you look at 82 games this year, how this young man has played and how he's progressed, and I really believe he's going to be the most improved player in the NBA
Definitely.
this year. That's confidence in his team. Nick Nurse has confidence in him. And so the next step in growth is when you're struggling or when you make a mistake in a crucial part of the game, that you're able to come back and do something on the other end. And that's what you like as a coach, that block that he made against Brook Lopez.
Leo, how about playoff Powell? What is it about that name, Bucks?
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's something as small as that. You see a certain uniform, you have a comfort level against that team. Even though the faces are changed, you feel good. But I think it's just his intensity. What a luxury to have a guy that whether you start him, don't start him, play him a lot, play him a little, he's ready, he's intense, and he brings it.
Best 2 teams in the Eastern Conference, they showed it tonight.
Better than the Game of Thrones, and you guys, I'm going to tell you something. I know for Sam it's a little hard on the heart, you know, getting up there in age, but that was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Seconds, and guess what? We can do it again on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Looking
right
forward
here
to it.
in TO.